Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, guys. Nice to meet you again. Together with me, Mr. John, who would like to learn about English together with me, okay? And also welcome to my channel. And before starting our lesson, let's just have a pray together. Pray, begin. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys. Take a look my background now. Now, Mr. John in Borobudur. And sometimes, some of the students and also the people get a problem how to describe well this historical building. Okay? In the previous meeting, we have learned about descriptive text related to historical building. And today, we would like to learn one of the lexicogrammatical of descriptive text or for historical building. What is that? For example, like this. Some of the people say it like this. Borobudur dibangun oleh dinasti Sailendra. Borobudur dibangun oleh dinasti Sailendra. My question is, problem is, how to translate into English, how to make a sentence to English. Do you have any suggestion? Okay, if we want to make a good writing for historical building, we cannot only use active sentence, but we need very good passive sentence or passive voice. So the target competence for today is how to understand passive voice. So in the end of the lesson, you will be able to understand about passive voice. And be careful, guys, because today is still in the coronavirus and in our surroundings. So just always obey the health protocol so that we can stay away from the virus. Okay, guys, I have said before that Borobudur was built by Sailendra dynasty. Okay, passive voice is easy. Okay, what is passive voice? If we are talking about passive voice, means that we should put an object. This is the object. Borobudur is one of the object. And then the doer or the subject is Sailendra dynasty. So if we say Sailendra dynasty built this temple, that is active sentence. If you want to make it into passive, so put the object in the front like this. Borobudur was built by Sailendra dynasty. Borobudur is the object. Sailendra dynasty is the doer or pelakunya or subjeknya. And then in the middle of the sentence there is was built. This is the formula if you want to make a sentence in passive. Okay. You know this one? This one is pencil. Pensil ini diambil oleh Mr. John. In English, the pencil is taken by Mr. John. Once again, pensil ini diambil oleh Mr. John. In English, the pencil is taken by Mr. John. Mr. John, why this is and this is was? Okay, in Borobudur was. Because Borobudur was built in the past century, so the tense is in the past, and the pencil is taken is now. Okay, now is taken by Mr. John, and Borobudur in the past. That is the difference. So was is called to be. So Borobudur is object, was to be, built for 3 and by oleh Sailendra dynasty. Borobudur dibangun oleh dinasti Sailendra. Okay, what is passive voice exactly? Okay, This one, to be and plus verb 3. Okay, to be used in the sentence depend on the tenses. If the tenses is in the past, so you use the second form. If the event is happen now, like this pencil, so it's taken because this is now, so present. Borobudur in the past, built. Okay, that is the difference. Okay, I would like to explain more related to the term of voice. Voice is the form of a verb. Okay, takes to indicate whether the subject or the verb perform or receive the action. So basically, if we are talking about passive voice, voice is a signal whether this is subject or do something or be just recipient or mendapatkan perlakuan. Okay? Next. There are two types of voice. Okay? There are two types of voice. The first one is active voice, and then the second one is passive voice. Active voice, sometimes called active voice because the positions of the verb is do something. Okay, for the subject do something, the word object, and then for the passive voice means that the object, okay, put in the front, and then after that the subject become the recipient. So that is called passive voice. Okay, let's just start with the simple one related to active voice. Active voice is used to show that the subject of the sentence is performing or causing the action. Take a look, guys. LeBron threw the basketball before the buzzer. LeBron is the subject. Threw, verb. The basketball is object. It means that the subject do something toward the object. LeBron shot the basketball. So LeBron, subject. LeBron scored the 3 points. Okay, if we analyze this sentence, so active voice means that the subject in the front and then do something. The subject in the front, do something. The subject in the front and do something. And if we want to make it into passive, this is active, right? This picture, active. Do something, wants to throw the ball. Okay, you want to make it into passive, take a look this one. Okay. Let's just start with the definition. Passive voice is used when the subject is the recipient of the action. The subject, okay, the ball was thrown by LeBron. The subject is the recipient of the action. And then the ball, okay, put in the front, was thrown, okay, dilempar oleh LeBron. The basket was shot by LeBron. The score was made by LeBron. So all the object put in the front, and then after that, to be plus verb 3, and then by LeBron. Remember, passive voice, to be plus verb 3. Okay? Next, to be this one. Okay. What are the function of passive voice? Why don't we just use the active sentence? Why we should use the passive voice? Okay. Number 1. When intentionally trying to hide the subject of the sentence, sometimes there is an event that we don't know exactly who is the doer. Kita nggak tahu siapa pelakunya. For example, hey, do you know my wallet? My wallet is gone. Okay, my wallet is broke by someone. Okay, for example like that. The mistake was made by someone. Kesalahan itu dilakukan oleh seseorang. Saya tidak tahu siapa orangnya. So just focus on the mistake. And the second one, when intentionally trying to minimize the guilt of the subject. Sometimes when there is a boy cheating, of course that is not good. Okay, cheating was committed by me. We want to focus on the cheating, not on the me, because maybe shy. Okay, and know exactly that is a mistake. Okay, guys. When passive voice better emphasize the main point of message. What is the meaning? Okay, take a look at this sentence. Children were harmed by the drunk driver. We would like to focus on the victim. Children were harmed. Means that anak-anak disakiti, dilukai So we would like to focus on this one, not focus on the subject, but focus on the victim atau korbannya. So we really need this passive voice, because passive voice can make us focus, okay, on what we want to focus. Okay, we want to describe Borobudur, so we would like to we can focus on Borobudur. Borobudur was built by Sailendra dynasty, means that we focus on Borobudur, the magnificent temple. Okay, next. Form of passive voice. Remember that passive voice always preceding by to be, and then after that verb 3, to be and verb 3. And there are many kinds of to be. Am is are, commonly used for the present, was verb past, be for the future, being for continuous, and been for perfect atau sudah terjadi, been. Okay. Next, this is the examples of form for passive voice verb. Examples: active. The children ate the cookies. The children is subject, ate is verb, and the cookies is object. The object put in the front, children put in the back, and then in the middle there is ate, verb to become eaten, because this is in the past. So the to be should pass form were. How about present? Bagaimana kalau kejadiannya sekarang? The gophers dug the tunnel. Look, the gophers dug the tunnel now. For example, like that. The passive, so the object, the tunnel, put in the beginning, and then the gophers atau tikus tanah put in the back, and then in the middle there is are and dug. Okay, and are for present to be, okay, for one for the form 1, and also the for the verb 3. Okay, so that what is the different? Why this is different? Were and are. This is past, this is present. Okay, the requirements, syarat-syarat dasar for passive voice untuk kalimat passive. Passive voice only can be applied in the verbal sentence. Kalimat pasif hanya bisa dipakai pada kalimat verbal. Example, verbal sentence: I eat a banana. I subject, eat mean verbal, okay, do something, subject do something, to word object, a banana. And then the second one, the sentence should be not only verbal but also transitive, has an object, so we can make it into passive. But nominal sentence cannot make it into passive. Okay, for example, I'm Johnny, I'm in the canteen, I'm handsome. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm Johnny here. Okay, it's a Johnny is complement, in the canteen is complement, handsome is complement. This is different with banana. Banana is object because get an impact from the subject, and Johnny in the canteen, handsome, is just complementary. Just complement, hanya menjelaskan siapa I. Sedangkan a banana adalah objek yang terkena imbas dari subject. Next. Okay, there are some sentences related to the tenses. I love you. This is simple present. Become you are loved by me. Tom love you. Simple past. Become you were loved by Tom. Different, right? Present, past. They will love him. Become he will be loved by them. We would love her. She would be loved by us. Simple present, simple past, simple future, simple past future. Okay? Terjadi sekarang, terjadi masa lampau, terjadi akan datang, past future, keinginan di masa lampau. Next, I'm studying English. Present continuous become English, put in the front, is and in the middle of is and studied there is being. Continuous is being. Okay, by me. Past continuous. Tom was studying English. English was being studied by Tom. Okay. Being again. They will be studying English. This is called future continuous. English will be being studied by them. She would be studying math. This is called future continuous. Becomes math would be being studied by her. Okay? All the to be here, it depends on the amount of the subject. Tergantung jumlah depannya. Example, you are. If this is this, of course this is he or she or it. For example, like that. and also depends on the tenses. Simple present, of course, is different with simple past. Present continuous, of course, different with the past continuous. This is simple. This is for continuous. Continuous always being. Okay? Being is committed to continuous. Next. I had love you. Tom had love you. Okay. Okay. This is called perfect form. This is called perfect continuous form. I had love you. Present perfect becomes you, and then after that have, and then after that love. In the middle there is a been. Untuk yang perfect pakai di tengah-tengahnya ada been. Tom had loved you. You had been loved by Tom. Past perfect. They will have loved him. Become you. Become he will have been loved by them. They will have loved him. If future perfect tense become he will have been loved by them. Next, we would have loved her. Past future perfect become she would have been loved by us. Okay, we become us. Her become she, the subject. Next, for the perfect continuous. Sudah terjadi dan masih terjadi. I have been studying math. Math put in the front, and then because math is singular, so has, and then after that put been. Because this is continuous, put being and then verb 3. This is present perfect continuous. Tom had been studying math. Okay, math had been being studied by Tom. They will have been studying math. Okay, future perfect continuous. Math will have been being studied by them. She would have been studying math. Past future perfect continuous become math would have been being studied. So for we can see the difference. For the perfect only been in the middle of to be and verb 3. And for the perfect continuous been being in the middle of the auxiliary and then verb 3. Okay guys, it's time for you to collaborate with your friend and then it's time for you to discuss. I have divided the class into 5 groups. Okay, what is your job? Your job is try to discuss and how to change this active sentence, 5 sentences for every group, to change into passive sentence. This is for group 1. Just discuss with your friend in your WhatsApp group together with your friend how to change this one into passive. And then this is for group 2. Try to change into passive too. Take a look how to detect, take a look the verb. Is it verb 1 or verb 2? If verb 2, this is so simple past. And how about group 3? Take a look, different structure, right? This is active sentence, just change into passive. And then this is for group 4. Okay, group 4. This one. There are 5 sentences. Take a look, there's a is teaching, are doing, is repairing, is washing, and I'm watching. Next, group 5. Okay, take a look, was painting, was telling, was driving, were playing, were listening. Okay, can you guess it? What is the tenses? And then please just change into passive together with friend. I believe that you can do that. Okay, I give you some minute to discuss with that. Okay, before we would like to end it up our lesson today, let's just take a look. I would like to summarize the material for today. Number 1, passive voice can be arranged for the verbal sentence and transitive. Kalimat pasif hanya bisa disusun apabila itu kalimat aktifnya adalah kalimat verbal, artinya ada subjek dan verb, dan transitive, ada objeknya. Passive voice can be arranged if the sentence has an object. No object, we cannot use it. We cannot change it. Nominal sentence cannot. Okay, I'm Johnny I'm the canteen, I'm handsome cannot change into passive. But if I take the pencil, because this is purpose sentence, so we can change into passive. The pencil is taken by me. Okay. The second one, passive voice, is arranged by using to be plus verb play. Be careful that there are many kinds of to be. Is MR for present, was for verb for the past, be for the future, and being for the been for the perfect, and there is being for the continuous. Okay? Okay, guys. And then next, before I would like to end it up again, once again, I would like to a little bit just inspire you. Okay, let's just speak together. I hear and I forget. Saya mendengar dan saya lupa. I see and I remember. Saya melihat dan saya mengingat. I do and I understand. Saya melakukan dan saya akan memahami. So it's time for you, and I believe you can do that. That just practice it, practice with your friend in a group, and then after that, I believe that you will be okay. You will understand about that, and this material is so easy. Okay, today, okay, we have learned about the passive voice as lexico-grammatical feature for descriptive text, especially for historical building. For the next meeting, we will have been learning, okay, about how to apply this grammar, passive voice, to make a good writing for historical building. Okay. Thank you very much for today, and then after this, you may just join in my WhatsApp or just join in my Google Meet, and we will like to continue our learning for the day. Okay, guys, remember that English is so easy, passive voice is so easy, and I believe that you will practice it and you will understand it. Okay, thank you very much for today. Bye bye. Remember that we should obey the health protocol so that we can stay away from the virus, and hopefully that you can be smart, especially in English. Okay, thank you very much for today. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Morning, good night, and see you in the next meeting. Together with me, Mr. John, English is so easy.